welcome to a video by Archangel Raphael. So this video is going to be about 2026, and so Raphael's going to talk about 2026 and it's going to be followed by a transmission. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come through and speak through me. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that energies are very much about moving forwards in ways where you are immersed in your higher self. And because of this, it is very important to be centered in your higher self first in the year ahead. So what I will say is generally the year will be about moving forwards. It will be a year where things will happen. There will be a lot going on generally in the world around change, movement, something that is more physical changing. I also see that those of you who are not necessarily grounded in your higher self-awareness on earth will find that you will have to spend time clearing energy until you find that you are able to go forwards consistently. So for some of you it will be a time where there will be deeper work needed on yourselves in order to feel grounded in who you really are. And for others, it will be a time where things will start happening very easily, spontaneously, without effort. I also see that there is such a thing as really needing to be in your higher self, because there is going to be a lot going on generally in the world that will be about restoring harmony and balance. But within this, there will be a sense sometimes that something is changing in a way that is not so positive. And that is because as things come into balance and harmony, what also happens is that there are some things that are going to come up in people which are like eruptions of energy. So some negative occurrences that will make you feel like the world is not a good place to be in. So it is important to be centered in your higher self so you can have the right perspective. Understand that generally life is going in the right direction, but there are eruptions of energy within what is going on in the world, which will actually mean that as a result certain energies are cleared from the earth itself. But it will perhaps happen in ways which are not very pleasant, which are creating perhaps even loss of life. What I'm really trying to say is that energies are really clearing at the moment. Things are being restored, but the process is not always so pleasant. So it is good for you to know that some of these things will be in the year ahead, but these things will actually ultimately be cleared away. So it is more that what happens is a reflection of the older energies which are coming up to be purged. These are not new energies which are being created, just old ones clearing. I also would like you to know that for some of you here, you may feel a bit in need as the year progresses, because as your higher self is actually expressing itself more, what happens also is that things in your life fall away, things which no longer serve you, and in that there can be a sense of loss, a sense that something has been taken away. So you will need time as well to have for yourselves to be able to fully let go of some things. I also see that you will not necessarily feel inside that everything is as it should be, because as you go forwards in your higher self-awareness, there is a sense of what is not right as well, a sense of what is not aligned. So you will notice something when it isn't right. It may be a relationship dynamic, it may be something else, but there will be more observation of what is not aligned through your higher self-awareness. And this can also create in you a sense of not really feeling right in some way in yourselves. So I do see that what will also happen is that you will have moments where you will feel that life is perhaps not going so well, but it will just be a moment, because what will happen as you observe what is not going so well is something will automatically be restored, balance and harmony. I would like to speak about something else as well, that is the year ahead is one where there is a lot of light on earth that has been anchored in, and because of this there will also be a sense that something is here for you on earth. So you will feel that you are being met, you will feel seen and heard. But for some of you, it may just be a process to get there, because you may be having things inside you that prevent you from having this experience immediately. But generally, the energies are much lighter, clearer, brighter, and there will be a surge as well in people who really want to be seen and heard. So people will really want to be more noticed and seen in every area of life, and as a result you may start to notice that there is a lot more going on generally in the world around different groups of people becoming visible. So perhaps people who have been excluded for a while, their visibility increasing to such an extent where you will notice that there is no longer a sense that certain people are excluded at all, where everything will be levelled out, so to speak, eventually to a point where there will be a sense that everything is in balance again. I will say that this is not a year where you will necessarily feel inside that everything is exactly as you want it to be, and that is because the energies which are shifting are very much about things being cleared away on the earth plane, the higher self awareness coming in, grounding energies which are really beneficial for everyone. But it will not necessarily mean that everything is sorted out at once. So there will still be a sense in you that perhaps some things still need attention and work. And because of this, what you will have to do is have a higher perspective when it comes to some aspects of your life. Perhaps realizing that perhaps some family members make their own decisions, choices. So there are things you just need to be comfortable with because it is not up to you. Or perhaps just coming to terms with the fact that certain aspects of your life will take off later on, and that is because there is something else to focus on, because those aspects are not quite ready yet, because there is something that you need to put your attention on first. So there will also be a need for higher awareness when it comes to certain areas of your life. But what I will say is once it is there, the energies will actually shift in those areas of your life a lot more easily. So once you can have a higher perspective, it is almost like that you have let go energetically of any attachment to any particular outcome. And that is when things really can shift in a good way. The final thing I would like to speak about is that the world generally is a place where there are changes happening that are beneficial for everyone. So because of this, those of you who are involved in projects which will have a highly beneficial impact on the world will notice that there will be lots of energies that will be available to support you to prosper in this. And because of this also, you may feel inside that you have to be in the right place to be able to embrace these opportunities. So those of you here who are involved in projects, you do need to keep working on being in your higher self, working on clearing away any particular issues you have around what you are doing, so that the energies which are here to support projects that bring in light, that bring in new options for people, higher options, can really in one way or another prosper through the beneficial energies that are here. What I would like to offer you is a transmission to help you to actually be more in your higher self for the year ahead, to have a sense of what is right for you, to have a sense of what is really going to take you forwards and what will not, to have the right perspective and to help you clear anything that you are trying to resolve so you can be in your higher self. So I will do this now. So I will say that this is done, and you are able to repeat this, and each time you will be further cleared and prepared for the year ahead. I also would like you to know that nobody is necessarily going to feel this year that it is a year where you are in any way stuck in something, because the energies will move. The energies of the year are about movement and change, so everything will support this. So it is good for you to know that no matter how stuck you may feel in this moment, everything will change. It is good for you to know this. I have no more to say. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being part of this and listening, and wish you a really good year ahead. And please share this video as well with anyone you feel may benefit from the messages and transmission, and much love to all of you.